Chubby Denter.
You are listening to Cyber Cafe, a sitcom for your ear holes. Episode 1, Brains.
There's no future for a salaryman. He's born, he develops spinal problems, he purchases a standing desk, but it is too late. He dies, forgotten, with a stiff back.
Oh, does...
Like all the lowly of my generation, I grew up desperate for any job you didn't get over an app. Uber, Postmates, kidney matchup. So I applied myself, you know? I got the best grades at the best schools just to waste away indoors. There has to be more to life than this.
So, were you thinking hazelnut, or...
House is fine. Do you know this is the only time in my day I'm not surrounded by logos? I'm in marketing. Logos are all I see. But here, does this place even have a name?
This is what's called a coffee shop.
I mean this specific one. There isn't even a sign over your door.
Did those rowdy teens steal it again?
In many ways, marketing is our doom. It makes us humans want more and extend ourselves further until finally the branch we're on breaks and we all fall.
Is this another one of those speeches where it doesn't matter if I'm listening or not? Because I'm really bad at doing two things at once. Like listening and talking, or listening and working, or talking and Oops! Ow! See?
It didn't matter, I guess. Where's that other girl who's usually here? She always enjoys my droning monologues about the state of the world.
Emily? I think she's invisible.
Invisible?
Well, I can't see her, can you?
I guess not.
But she loves all that.
She told me she was in with an anti-corporate militia. Is that true?
I don't see why she would lie about it. Well, if I think about it, maybe she wanted to seem cool and... Ow! Okay, not thinking about it anymore.
I envy her. She really makes a difference for people. Do you know today is my birthday? I'm 35 and no one at the office will care. Probably just tell me off for being late. Oh shoot, I'm late. Thanks, honey, you gotta run.
Right. Thank you to Brute Stoble's Detroit branch for joining us remotely. Remember, everything we discuss here about Sniper Cola is strictly confidential. Now, AR visors on.
Ooh. Sorry I'm late, everyone.
Mr. Mustafa, I was beginning to think you were an urban myth, like 9/11. I'm Winston Zebedee from the Special Projects Division. I handpicked all of you for an exciting new marketing campaign. Be proud and be seated. Now, Brute Stoble is rolling out
Anyone have a spare eye thingy?
There should be an extra one in the back. Where's yours?
I was watching the game on it the other day and I walked into a wall.
I see. Next slide.
Ooh. I think this one's broken too.
The new Sniper Cola promotion is expected to triple our customer base by the year 20XX, constituting our biggest net growth since people still counted years. How are we going to do that? I could tell you, but why do that when I could show you?
You could tell us and show us.
Ooh. Good slide, right?
What? What was it?
Look in your visor.
It won't turn on.
Then borrow one later and watch this on your own time. For those of us assembled who don't need clip-on ties, look at this. Now, this is all still hush-hush. Your social medias will all be meticulously pre-censored. Strict information quarantine. You will all relocate to the Des Moines Arcology. Brute Stoble representatives have already informed your landlords and families that you died in a freak corn thresher accident.
We work in an office block.
Like I said, freak corn thresher accidents. When the rollout is complete, you can announce your return from the grave or just start new, better families.
Ooh.
Woo! Yeah!
You can't tell our families we're dead.
Your family already is dead. We made sure of that.
What?
I mean, we checked when we were contacting everyone's families. Next slide.
Ah.
Now, I'm sensitive to the gravity of what we're suggesting.
Which is what exactly?
Oh, we're putting crack in the soda.
What?
I'm sure you appreciate that I want to discuss this like professionals.
What?
Last month, 700 pounds of crack cocaine fell into the mix in one of our bottling plants. It was an unforeseen accident.
How?
It would have been prohibitively expensive to scrap the whole batch, so we shipped them out. Blind taste tests returned a 2% more favorable result.
2%.
We're thinking of it as an 80s nostalgia flavor.
Ooh.
Yes, we'll lose some customers to medical attrition, but those that survive will buy that much more Sniper that much more often. Customers for life.
This sounds nakedly evil.
Let's ask the rest of the team. What do you think?
They just don't want to get fired.
Detroit, please forgive me if our sound cuts out while I address some technical challenges. Don't challenge me in front of the board! We spent 3 years securing a supply chain for this crack.
You said the accident was last month.
We plan our accidents meticulously. Brute Stobel umbrella companies employ over 1 billion people worldwide who only have a roof over their heads because they risk their lives in our sweatshops every day. You want them to be homeless? How much food should I, personally, buy their starving children for you to concede that soft drink marketing isn't a space for your middle-class black and white morality?
Lots. You're selling kids crack. Every cartoon I ever saw said we're bad guys.
That's enough, Sam. Go to your desk and write lines.
You can't give me detention. I quit. And keep your stupid headset.
Right. Security, can you come to the boardroom with an invoice for a broken AR headset?
It was already broken.
Not as broken. In your new exciting unemployed life, I do hope you'll keep your non-disclosure agreements in mind.
You haven't heard the last of me.
I dare say I'll be hearing an awful lot more from you as security escorts you out of the building. They do get a little, neck punchy.
I can see myself out.
You might want to sprint.
You're back. What's your pleasure?
It's business. I need to see that other girl, the one we were talking about in the militia.
Emily?
Dark Reaper. That's Dark Reaper. Is this guy giving you any trouble?
I don't know. Are you giving me any trouble?
I don't believe so, no. Emily, was it?
Dark Reaper. Spelled with 4s and 3s instead of vowels. Are we clear?
And that's your crime name, right?
My...
Crime name. For committing, crimes.
You mean my net handle for my exploits resisting the kleptocratic corporate hegemony?
Yeah, that. Is it your crime name?
Are you a cop?
Nope.
Then yeah, it's my crime name. Maybe up in your skyscrapers you can afford monikers like Cecil and Larchmont, but down here in the gritty urban sprawl of the heartless cyberpunk, hullabaloo, we go by handles. Can't trust anyone with your real name.
Emily, I'm in trouble.
For the love of Pete, can't you see... What's wrong?
The sugar is broken.
How can sugar be broken, honey?
I don't know. You're the 337 hacker.
Honey, this isn't broken. It's empty. Refill it.
With what?
With more sugar. I'll take care of it.
Is she okay?
She's fine. She was in an accident a while back. They saved bits of her, grafted on synth parts for the rest, but the trauma kind of messed her up.
She's a cyborg?
Yeah. On top of the psychological damage, they could only afford, let's call them, red light district drone parts. They're mass-produced, they're cheap, they look human.
A perfectly plastic body, huh?
Mostly plastic brain, too. And don't think it escaped my notice that she outranks me here. Boss says she has more experience, which is a euphemism if I ever heard one.
But those roots, at least she's a natural blonde.
No, my hair's plastic too. If I stand near a microwave, it melts.
I couldn't handle that. Synthetic parts, locked in a doll body. It's like a living nightmare.
Yeah, if I could do it all again, I would choose not to get hit by that truck.
So, Emily, you're really a big shot a narco hacker? You're, jacked in?
I've interfaced with the cyber dragons.
I don't know what that means.
Means name any zip joint this side of Tokyo U, I'm roadside. I've been there.
Killer. Call me Sam. We've met. I'm a regular.
7:45, Hazelnut, 3 shots, right?
You know me.
Yeah, I'm a real social butterfly.
I was hoping you could put me in touch with some underground militia types to help prevent a horrible tragedy.
Oh yeah, of course I can do that. Name a radical org operating today, I know 'em. Panthe Noir, the Heathers Underground, Pantifa, Lenin Aid, the Red Elvises.
Great. See, my company's doing
Real
this-
big fish. The Democratic Socialists of America.
Are you done?
That's the list, yes.
Okay. Until this morning, I worked at Brute Stovall. They announced privately that they're putting crack in Sniper Cola. They have to be stopped. I'm sick of keeping on the sidelines and signing petitions and passively begging the state government to stop building moon lasers. I want to change things.
So you want to join my dark, twisted world and fight in the shadows?
Or enlist the help of some scary men with guns for a run. Like a run through the shadows? Picking off the bad guys, saving the kids?
Like some kind of a shadow run, eh? I might know a guy. Honey, I'm out for lunch.
Can't you contact them over the net?
Sure, and I'll leave my phone on to record our anti-corporate plotting while I'm at it.
Oh, shoot.
What?
Nothing, forget it. See you later. She's so cool.
Is she?
No, but she's doing her best. So you guys run this place as a front for your radical hacktivism?
Hacktivism?
You know, ducking around circuit boards, saying, I'm in the mainframe. Leather?
That's called hacktivism?
That's what they call it.
I don't think they do. I don't think that's a real word.
Oh, I get it. That's right. You're just innocent, ordinary baristas, living off your tips.
You like them? They're French.
Cool. Hey, I might need a disguise or something. I don't suppose you have a wig or a pair of sunglasses, do you?
Why?
There's someone walking in from the street, and I don't think he likes seeing me here, and oh, too late.
Mr. Mustafa, I understand you broke your non-disclosure contract.
My phone.
Your phone, yeah.
Hello. What kind of coffee-like beverage may I serve you? On special today, we have a red velvet latte, only $2.99.
That's $20.99. No, thank you. I'll be drinking my own can of delicious Sniper Cola, now available in a 3-liter bottle.
You're not supposed to bring in outside food.
You might wish to discuss that with my partner here. You see him? The 8-foot-tall security officer whose fists are plated with chrome?
Oh, okay. Sir, unfortunately, the health code forbids outside food and beverages. I hate to be bossy, but you know how it is. You get one bad egg with the durian and... Oh, bad eggs and durian. That's even grosser.
Well, then I surrender this delicious soda unto you, gratis. I just need a word with one of your patrons. I'm here to extract a few pounds of flesh.
That's a metaphor, right?
You really should have read your contract.
Hello? Anyone in here?
You came down to the wrong basement, girlie.
No, I didn't. Just the guy I was looking for. You're Baja Blast, right?
Depends. Who are you?
I talk better when I don't have goons pointing guns at me.
Code Red. Throw back. Stand down. You too, Gamer Fuel.
Thank you. I'm Dark Reaper.
Never heard of you. What have you done?
Well, once I made a really mean tweet about, Look, we've met. I'm Emily. I used to date the Face Mangler.
The Face Mangler. That's a name I ain't heard in years.
We all went to that craft show together like 6 months ago.
I go to a lot of craft shows. Look, Face Mangler turned tail and put on a suit. He's dead to me.
Our breakup must have been really rough on him.
Honestly, I didn't realize you were dating. Face Mangler never talked about you.
He probably didn't want to put me in danger.
Yeah, that's probably it.
You know Sniper Cola?
There's nothing I like better after a hot day resisting fascism than cracking open a cold Sniper Cola with the boys.
I got a guy who quit the corp because they're adding crack to the recipe.
Those monsters. Sniper Cola was one of the lumpen proletariat's few sources of affordable get-up-and-go all-nighter zaps of energy, now available in a 3-liter size.
That sounds weirdly like ad copy.
Look, I don't need your judgment. There is no ethical consumption under capitalism.
We're talking about massive conglomerates that strangled the government out of existence here. Are you sponsored by Big Gulp?
It's a tough world, kid. Without a corp in your corner, how are we, an anti-establishment militia, supposed to raise enough money for all of our cool bandanas? As independent contractors, we go broke in a day from the price of muscle shirts alone. Look, we take some sponsorships. doesn't mean we're morally compromised.
Then help me out. My guy's crossed one of the biggest juggernauts in the world. He needs protection.
Look, kid, I'm out of the cola wars. Maybe soft drinks are important to you. Looking at your thighs, I surmise they're very important to you. But we have to pick our battles. I'm sure you have fun role-playing resistance with your code name and your asymmetrical hair. But who are you? You're nobody. You've never done anything. Me, I've got real work to do, casting fear in the hearts of power. And Barry Monsoon should be back with pizza in a few, so...
That's it?
Worlds of fall in place. If I jumped at every injustice I saw, I'd never have time to get out of bed.
So you're jumping on the bed?
I mix metaphors if and when I please. I'm a literary maverick. Now get out of here. We are not going to share the pizza.
I'm leaving!
You see, Mr. Mustafa, it's all in your contract, plain as day. You break the NDA, we break you.
Yeah, but I mean, this is a coffee shop. It's not exactly a rival's R&D.
I can't even spell R&D.
Honey, can you stop them with your robot powers?
Okay. Please don't shoot that guy. I would be sad.
I take no pleasure in this. You think I wanted to come down here to this squalid little beverage area? I have to enforce your contract because if I don't, the legal status of all our contracts will be thrown into question. In fact, if we didn't perform our obligations, you as the signee could pursue legal action against us.
Would that be so bad?
Look on the bright side. Your contract only specifies one shot, one bullet. You could pull through. Why must you make such a fuss?
Is that a rhetorical question?
I'm in charge of a soda company's Black Ops division. I don't need rhetoric.
Okay, I see when I'm licked. I just have one last question.
I do owe you that much. I mean, not legally, but as a compassionate human. Ask away.
What in the world could that be?
It would appear that diving into that window wasn't enough to break it. Luckily, you had all that fine china to break your fall.
Small mercies, huh?
Perhaps we should step into the street. I think we've damaged enough of the facilities here.
Honey, activate Megazord!
Activate what?
Right. Red light model. It was worth a shot. Tell Emily thanks for nothing!
Will do. They seem nice.
What was that? About an Emily?
She, went to meet some guys with guns. They'll be here soon. I'd make myself scarce if I were you.
Right, the other loose end. That'll come next. Any last words?
Just a minute, I'm thinking.
Unusual choice. Goodbye, Mr. Mustafa.
I did nothing to stop it. I blame myself.
This neighborhood's changed. You used to be able to leave your doors unlocked. You'd be robbed, but you could do it. Now we can't unlock our doors. They stole all the doors.
What was it like, Grandpa?
I'm not your grandpa. Go clean out the stockroom.
She's just using a term of endearment. Grandpa is what we call anyone who, like you, is old and obsolete.
Emily, do you like your job?
Is that a trick question?
Is this hell? Darkness and bickering?
Mr. Mustafa, you're awake?
Oh, we haven't met. I'm Sam.
Moose, I happen to own this establishment. Welcome?
I can't feel my arms.
You did survive a shooting just hours ago.
I survived? That's amazing! When am I supposed to get used to my legs again? They're numb right now.
Yeah, about that,
Actually, my whole body is numb. It's a miracle I can talk. Oh gosh, the hospital bills are just gonna be...
Sam, you are a brain in a jar.
A what and a what?
The paramedics were too late to save your body, so brain in a jar.
I'm a brain?
In a jar, yeah. They said it might be hard to adjust, but hey, they managed to make an impression of your vocal cords for speech synthesis, which is neat, right? It's the future.
I was meant to go to heaven if this happened. I had a spot reserved on the cloud.
They say your credit wasn't good enough for heaven. You are unemployed and all. It was either real death or this. Oh, and they gave us a bill to pass on to you. I'll just prop it up against you here.
Oh, great, a bill. Wish I had eyes to see it.
This morning you said you'd hate to have a robot body like Honey. Isn't this better?
It's a real beautiful jar. You should see it.
I wish I could.
Relax. You already got a couple of evangelists said that they'd wait until you could afford to die.
Really? Who?
One was from the emulated halls of Valhalla, since you went out in a terrible burst of violence.
And one guy said it wasn't too late to reach level 2 of the Digi-Mormon heaven as long as you don't have any impure thoughts while you're a brain in a jar.
I told him that seemed unlikely, but then no one expected President Catface Meowers to get a third term. Our world is full of surprises.
How am I going to pay my debt if I can't do anything?
You're welcome to stay here. You can greet customers. Overnight, you can listen for burglars.
What should I do if I hear any?
Ask them to leave.
I'm very upset.
Come on. It ain't so bad.
Ain't it?
Maybe it is. I wouldn't know. I spend most of my life in a realm of fantasy. Anyway, I gotta make sure Honey hasn't started any fires. See you around.
See me around. I'm blind. My eyes are in some recycling plant by now.
Oh, I found my old webcam. Let me hook it up.
My jar has USB?
Nothing so primitive. We're in the year 20XX now, boy. It's micro USB.
I think I get why we stopped counting years. Things just get stupider and stupider.
There, you might have to install some new drivers.
How do I install... Oh, that feels weird.
Can you see anything?
That's not a flattering angle, Emily.
Every time I turn on a camera. Is that better?
Much. So what happened with your militia? The guns? The resistance?
They'll get to it. They can't just drop everything for one little soft drink, you know? Big city. A lot of corporate evil to fight. Maybe you should take it easy.
Are you serious? They shot me. I'm a disembodied brain. I'm not gonna let them win.
You want to be a freedom fighter? Fine. But that takes sacrifice. You've already lost your job, your pride, your body. Humanity is lost. Capitalism is our conquering god.
You're not an anti-corporate warrior at all, are you? You don't have any principles. You don't know any militia. You're just cosplaying the resistance.
I didn't mean for this to happen.
You let me die!
You think so? You know how I convinced Moose to keep you around here instead of dumping you in some alley? You know what's your purpose?
Tell me.
Your brain, that is now all of you, you are floating in a nutrient slurry, a healthy balance of proteins that I'm now responsible for maintaining, like feeding a fish that rightfully hates me. And do you know what that jar you're in was designed for?
Portability?
The effluent you're stewing in is delicious. Your jar is just a cooler with a little spigot at the bottom, and if anyone asks for sweetener, we give them a little squirt of your brain fluids. The paramedics at some factory in Portugal owns dozens of people like you. Not staffs, owns.
I'm a sweetener?
Low carb.
Why would you do this to me?
Because it was all I could think of, okay? Your credit couldn't buy a body. This is it. This is what life is now. We live in a society. I'm so sorry. Excuse me, I'm not done scrubbing you off the sidewalk.
I don't even have eyes to cry with anymore. This keeps getting worse. I can't let this beat me. I should find something to get my mind off of my, brain.
Hiya, Sam.
What are you doing?
You wanted a disguise earlier. I couldn't find a wig, but here's a mop head. I'm putting it on top of your cooler.
To help me blend in.
Yeah. And the sunglasses? I don't know where they should go. You don't have a face anymore. I'll draw one on. I have a marker.
Really, honey, that's not necessary.
Here's eyes. And a mouth. Oh, and I'll give you a mustache.
Why do I need a mustache?
So they don't recognize you. Duh. Here's the mirror.
I never realized a lemonade cooler could look like the Unabomber. Honey, I'm very depressed.
When I get sad, I go dancing.
Not sure that's an option.
Or I could do my comedy act. May I say, you're looking brainy today.
Ha ha ha. That's not even a pun.
One could say you're a brain in a jar.
Yes, honey, one could say that.
That guy thought you were an open and shut case, but he left you ajar.
Okay, that one wasn't bad.
Oh, it's good to hear you laughing.
Yeah?
I go to a therapy group for people like me who had to get rebuilt. They say that if you can still remember how to laugh, if you can find a bright side, you'll probably be okay.
Really?
Which is good, because I have to lock up the shop and go to my night job, and I'd hate to think of you being all alone in this place all night. It gets really scary with all the gangs and serial killers out there these days. Anyway, night-night.
We have serial killers? What am I meant to do all night? Can I sleep? Do I still do that? Maybe I don't sleep anymore. I wonder if I can get Wi-Fi on this thing. Do I have any apps? Solitaire? No apps. Well, there's always the old-fashioned tricks. Bouncing a ball to keep time. Shame I don't have a ball. Or arms. Okay, it's gonna be okay. I've never lived through worse, but after this, I'll be able to say I've lived through worse to anyone. I'm so bored. I hope there really is a serial killer out there. Of course, with my luck, he probably wouldn't think I'm worth the effort. Come in, please. Even if you're a serial killer.
Just me.
Oh, Emily, what are you doing back?
I came to keep you company.
Is it safe walking around here at night?
I don't exactly have a lot of options. I've been sleeping in the stockroom since the face mangler kicked me out.
Oh.
Look, I know you have no reason to be nice to me, but don't tell Moose, okay?
I would never. I'm a freakish perversion of science now, but I'm not a monster.
Look, Sammy, I'm sorry about what happened.
Wait, shh. Quiet. I think there's someone outside. I'll turn up my microphone.
What?
Too loud! Too loud!
Ah, Emily Roth, yes? Just the troll woman I was looking for.
You!
Shut up, Sam. Silence, specter of the late Sam, whom I mourn by playing a recording of his voice.
I already know he's a brain in a jar.
Good, because I get really talky when I'm scared.
I know. Shut up, Sam.
That's what I said.
Shut up!
Make me.
Hey, yeah, you don't even have your goon with the chrome-plated fists.
Ah, true. He was, inadequate for the kind of Black Ops I'm performing.
He was 8 feet tall.
Yes, wholly inadequate. I brought my heavy-duty security enforcer instead. He's just looking for a door that he can, fit through. Or, making an entirely new door. Well done, Lefty. You know the old saying, if the mountain cannot come to Muhammad, the mountain will smash down the walls in its way.
Is this some kind of race thing?
Don't be silly. My eyes have been cybernetically enhanced so that I don't see color. Corporations are woke now.
You shot me!
And don't you think that was hard for me? I have a heart, you know. I know this job is horrible, I'm in therapy, but it's this or lose my health insurance. Try to see things from my perspective.
No!
Try to show a little empathy for once in your life. Our Black Ops division will be detaining both of you until we can confirm who you've talked to and who they told, and so on. Informational hygiene. And I want to assure you that after we're done, your deaths will also be scrupulously hygienic.
I didn't sign no NDA. You can't kill me.
Perhaps not legally, but what's the point of having a Black Ops division if you never kill any forgettables?
Hey, all Sam can do in the world is mediated through that jar he's floating in, right? Everything's digital. And you already censor your employees online, right? Automatically.
Easily.
So just slap that sucker on him and you're safe. It's all text.
Sam, it appears some form of chivalry has saved your life. The troll, however, still dies.
And of course you can trust me. I don't even have principles. Ask Sam.
Yeah, she's worthless.
Eh?
She already told one militia. Luckily, we've already had Baja Blast and his cronies under our thumb since Bogota.
The Cola War never changes.
So you did know someone.
Yeah, for all the good it did.
So that's it, Zebedee? In a contest between your humanity and your job, you keep your job?
Your trouble is, you don't look at your ethics in a broad enough scale. Brute Sobel umbrella companies employ over 1 billion hardworking people. I'm just weighing productive lives against wasteful ones. It's a calculus society depends on.
But look at Emily's skin. All pasty and flabby. Look at her jittering fingers.
Reluctantly, I am looking at them.
Sam, I do hope you're going somewhere with this.
Just a marketing analysis. Do you have any idea how much soda that takes? How much soda her people drink? How many late night 7-Eleven runs they make between pirated episodes of pornographic anime?
They're not all pirated.
Wide-eyed conspiracy theorists like Emily account for millions of dollars of your income a day, and they're the only ones with enough time on their hands to notice if their people are disappearing. If you strike Emily down, she will bloat up and become more powerful than you can possibly imagine.
So, what is your offer?
Do nothing. Have a vacation. Take some you time. If you just leave my libelous claims out there uncontested, who will care? Obviously, if they were true, you'd have taken pains to stop me. So if you don't kill us...
Then that does more to discredit you than actually stopping you.
Bingo.
You know, Sam, I'm beginning to wish the marketing division never hired you.
Yeah?
We should have fast-tracked you to management.
You still could. Please give me health insurance.
You talked him out of shooting us.
I did.
Sam, I can't change what happened, but I want you to know I'm on your side. And one day I'm gonna make things right.
You know, I think I found the bright side.
If you say, because you made a friend, I'm gonna hurl.
I wasn't gonna say that. I figured out how to turn on Wi-Fi.
Oh, Keen.
Is Putlocker still a thing?
You have been listening to Cyber Cafe, a sitcom for head cases. This was episode 1, Brains. It was written by Abby Denton and directed by Matthew J. It featured the voice talents of Hollywood Steve Huey, Alexandria Ortiz, Ken Cosby, Matthew J., and Abby Denton. The music was composed by Star Salzman. Thank you for listening. Clean your room.